we find that it is very difficult to change entrenched ways.
Protect children! Protect children!
It was only 5.5 weeks ago that all those students in Florida sheltered for their lives as their peers were slaughtered. And what began as a Facebook post has grown into this.
Those that say that our lives are not more important than a gun, that we are important, that we matter.
I feel if enough of us unite and enough of us use our voice, running our concerns, that we can really make a change.
Well, I've been on this since Sandy Hook. The fact that this has come to the forefront and kids have brought this to our attention, we can't ignore it anymore.
And honestly, I feel sad for the people who lost their lives to this, because simply they could have been amazing people. They could have been the next president. They could have been an Olympic gold medalist. They could have been something crazy, but simply because of gun violence, we don't get to see what they turn out to be.
No student should ever be afraid to walk down the hallways of their school or to walk down the streets of their neighborhoods.
My oldest stepbrother, Randall Young, was shot and killed in this senseless gun violence. He was being a normal teenager. On that day, he was walking his girlfriend to the bus stop, and he was caught in a random gun shootout.
The NRA used to be an organization that supported safe gun laws, and now it's turned into just a shill for the manufacturers of guns and ammunition.
We need to get the assault rifles and the large capacity magazines off the streets.
We would all immediately turn over our guns, immediately, if we felt that no innocent person would ever die again. Even if we banned all our AR-15s, took them all off the street, took them out of everyone's hands, did a confiscation, you really wouldn't save that many lives. They are not that big of a threat.
America, you will have to choose. Will you give up, or is enough enough?
In a very real way, this rally has been nearly 20 years in the making, ever since the massacre at Columbine. And it's that generation that is really the impetus behind this. A generation that has grown up doing lockdown drills in classrooms to prepare for the moment that someone comes in with a gun.
We started all the way in kindergarten.
So how old's that, like 6?
Like 5 or something. In a lockdown drill, we normally close all the windows and everything and lock the doors and make sure that no one can get in.
And the kids have to be quiet and silent. It's really scary though.
I hate the fact that I have to worry about my children's safety in school.
Kids should be like the #1 sole focus of the government to protect us, but with the laws that they have currently, it just doesn't protect us in any way, and people can just walk into a school and just shoot anybody, and that's just not safe, and that needs to change.
It's really great to have support from everyone, but it has been tough going back to school and seeing the building, and you never imagine you're gonna have to go through something like this in your life, and then it kind of just changes your whole life.
In this moment, the youth voice is rising across the country.
Does anybody need to register to vote? Your vote matters.
To be honest, it is my first engagement with politics, simply because this issue pertains directly to me, because I want to feel safe when I'm in my math class doing my math homework or doing my math test or in my Spanish class. I want to feel safe and know that nobody can just walk through these doors and hurt me.
This election in November could turn out to be a referendum on what Congress collectively has not done on this issue.
We want this to stop. This is a really big problem in our modern day society, and I feel as though that there are young black men and people all around that could have been alive today, but because of gun violence, they're no longer here.
There's about 4 million millennial voters that will be able to vote. In 2020, it'll be 20 million. So that is the largest voting block of registered voters that we have an opportunity to have voting, whatever your political affiliation.
We will vote with you. We will end gun violence in our country, and we will honor with action.
For the longest time, it seemed like gun control in America would be something that would be impossible to achieve. But this moment represents a moment, interestingly, of hope.
Fight for your lives before it's someone else's job.
Our voices are loud, our voices are clear, and our voices are about to change history. Thank you.